What's up YouTube? In this video I'm going to show you how to get the Ultra Beasts in the wormholes, all of them, on both versions. Okay, so you want to go to 8th of Paradise firstly and buy Beast Balls. I'm just going to buy 20, that's going to be more than enough. You can use your bargaining Rotom as well if you want to get them for half price. So now, quickly before we even go there, let's go to the Game Freak building and we want to change the motion controls to the normal joystick controls because you're definitely going to need that in the this. So head up the stairs to the building and keep going into this black door and then talk to this guy here and he'll give you the option to swap around to the circle pad. You definitely want that. It's very, very difficult doing the motion control, especially with the really sharp turns. Alright, so going to the Ultra Moon or Ultra Sun, depending on what version you are, and let's jump right into it. You'll be given a little tutorial on what to do and stuff. But most of you probably assume, and I already assume, know how to do this. So we're looking for white portals. Sometimes they'll have a ring around them that it means they're a rarer portal. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do both the Ultra Beasts, all the Ultra Beasts from Moon and Sun as well, because Kath's got her version, so I was fortunate enough to get all of them. Okay, so first we want to go for Nihilego. Now, when you're going through the little portals here, I'm just going to skip forward a little bit. You'll notice a lot of color portals now. Don't go in those ones if you're going for the Ultra Beast. They're for different ones. Go in the white ones. See how they got that little green on the inside? That is a guaranteed Ultra Beast. It will always be an Ultra Beast. So the first one, and the most common one, is Nihilego, which is in the Ultra Deep Sea. And you've got a cool little cutscene here. And you can get this, the great thing about these Ultra Beasts in the wormhole, you can get them an infinite amount of time. So once you get it, you can come back and just keep getting it and getting it and getting it and getting it. So an infinite number, which is really good. All right, so all you have to do, you can see the Nihilegos just flying around there. It's really cool. All you have to do is run up here to the temple part and just click on that and you'll sit down. And then the Nihilego, like Sun and Moon, will come down behind you and you'll be going into a battle with it. Now, with the Beast Balls, they have a very high catch rate, so really you only need to knock the Beast, probably the Ultra Beast, down below half, maybe a quarter health, and that's really all it needs. It's basically a pretty fast process. Now, you can get the shiny as well, which is really cool. Now, that gets a special defense boost for Nihilego, and as I said, just don't knock it down so you get about, I'd say, half health to three quarters of damage done on the Nihilego. Okay, so it's going to have Stealth Rock as well, so it's not really that threatening. If you've got I'd suggest probably you want to use like level 70 to 80 Pokemon just in case so it doesn't sweep your team, or just do damage to it really quickly, then throw your Beast Ball at it. So I'm just using Incineroar. I just went for Darkest Lariat and Flame Charge because they're not very effective against it, and I thought that'd be the best option. Anyways, I'm going to hit by the Power Gem here. Now it's probably a good range to actually maybe go for a Beast Ball. I actually, I think I got 10. Yeah, I got a couple from the mission before from the catching the Trump Ball, but UB Beast. Okay, so throwing the Beast Ball, and we got 1 shake, 2 shake, and we got 3 shakes. So that's a Nihilego caught. So that was nice and easy. Now the next ones I'm going to cover all of them in probably order of rarity. This is the easiest one to get. Okay, I'm just growing a couple of levels here. Don't want to get punishment. Now, I've actually completed basically all of the aftergame and the legendary, so I will be putting them up on my channel in days to come, or a day, probably in the next day or two. All of them will be up. So that'll be good. Okay, so register that in my Pokedex, and we shall get on to the next one. Okay, let's have a quick look what it was, though. What in nature it was. You can go to just click to see summary. Now, this was... It's got Power Gem, Astro Spray, Stealth Rock, and Mirror Coat. So that's pretty good. And we can look at what nature got. Jolly Nature. Oh, I'm going to use that for the physical one, people. Oh, yeah. It's going to be good. Physical Nihilego. All right, let's get on to the next one. So that one you can get on both versions of Sun and Moon. So we're going to go for the Moon exclusive this time. So just skipping forward a hell of a lot. So we're not going to spend too much time inside the wormhole. Just try and avoid the blue little energy balls because they actually get rid of your yellow energy rings that you pick up. Okay, so we can see a white one in the distance here. Now, when you get too close to it and you run out of energy, the wormhole will automatically suck you in with its, I guess, gravitational pull or whatever it is. All right, so now the next one we have is Primarina. This is in the Ultra Desert. This is rarer than the Nihilego that I found. Now, you can get all of the Ultra Beasts on your version in a normal, just a normal white wormhole, but the ones with a ring around them, or the double ring, or the it will be like an overlapping, look like a flower on there, they'll have a rarer chance. That one will probably be the rarest one, which is Guzzlord. But you can get all of them in one, just some are more common than the others. Okay, so you're going to need your Mudsdale to get across that bit, so bust that out. And you're also going to need your Machamp. You can see like a little drop there. So right around here on Mudsdale, now you need to get off here and jump onto your Machamp. I'm just going to speed this bit up because it's quite a slow process with the Machamp pushing the boulder. So push the boulder to there and go down and push the boulder to there. Now, I think I actually... No, yep, go down to this bottom bit. Now, go onto the Machamp and push that one across there. Now, you've got the other boulder in front, which is what you need. So push that boulder down there and just push the boulder all the way up to the top. Just keep going. And it'll actually drop off the cliff face and make it a flat place to walk off. Then this bit, I was like, I wonder what you do here. So I was kind of confused. But Machamp actually pushes the entire thing. Damn, look at him go. And that's going to push the like a little way out so you can see the Primarina. So let's get on to capturing the Primarina. And we've got a little cutscene there. That's cool. So, Primarina, obviously you can only get on Moon. So if you've got Sun, you need to trade someone. If you've got the other version of the game, that's how you go about getting it. Okay. So Primarina is going to have a speed rise. Not that you would have probably been outspeeding anyway, because it's very, very fast. This is probably a terrible matchup for me because I don't want to do much damage to it at all. It's very, very frail. Let's try and get it. I'm just going to quickly try and get it with a Beast Ball, like straight away. Because Beast Balls have a decent chance, but you probably need to do like a little bit of damage. Okay, so its main move is Bug Buzz. That's a stab move. I'd say it's got Lunge as well. It normally has those moves. Okay, let's see if we can swap out here and do like a little bit of damage to it. I'd say, yeah, we'll swap into Type Null because that's got Iron Head and Double Hit. Those things aren't going to do too much to it. That's probably the best thing to go for. Okay, so swapping my Incineroar out into Butterfree. Okay. Now, Primarina's just going to go for a Bug Buzz again. That's fine. On my Butterfree, I'm going to be able to resist that. Now, my Butterfree, it's probably good to have a Pokemon that has, like, Sleep Powder or Spore or Thunder Wave or, like, Nuzzle or something like that. Even Body Slam works, too. I actually just use the Sleep Powder on my Butterfree. Probably not so much for the Ultra Beast, but... you can definitely most use it for like the legendary afterwards. Like Ultra Beast, you kind of just have to do a fixed amount of damage, and that's fine. Also, if you with each Ultra Beast, if you've already caught this one, you can simply skip forward to the part you haven't actually seen yet, or the Ultra Beast you're actually looking for. If you don't actually want to see me catching them. Anyway, so throwing a Beast Ball at the Pheromosa, and that's caught. So that's the second Ultra Beast caught, and this one is on Pokemon Moon. Okay, let's have a check out what moves the Pheromosa has and what nature I actually got. Okay. Right, so that's going to add that to the Pokedex because obviously this is the first time I caught it. So obviously with this same thing, you can go back and catch this as many times as you like. You can go for a shiny as well. You can do whatever you like. So that's pretty good. Right, let's have a look what we got. So just not going to do a nickname, and we'll check out the summary. So the summary for this: Triple Kick, Lunge, Bug Buzz, and Me First in the Beast Ball, obviously, and it's got Impish Nature. Bulky Pheromosa. That's going to be like super handy, guys. I can't wait to use that. All right, next one. So this time we're going to go for Xurkitree. Now you can get Xurkitree on both Pokemon Sun and Moon versions. You can see some of the rings have a double ring around them. There's a rarity of rings. So there's a single ring with no ring around it. There's a second level ring with one ring around it. And then there's a third level ring with another ring around the top one, as we just seen before on that yellow one. And there's a fourth one with the double ring, and there's like a flower, little crossover flower effect spinning around in there. So you'll be able to see those ones. They're pretty clear. They are the rarest ones. Anyway, so we found Xurkitree 3,220 light years away. Now, this is probably one of my favorite ones. So you can see the Xurkitrees in the background. They're running around. There's bolts of lightning hitting the ground. And you have the Xurkitree in the middle there. He's all wired up. Anyway, so you probably definitely want to save before these two. I'm going to give that a save now too. Right, I actually need to go and grab some of the other Z crystals. So, we got a cutscene here with the Xurkitree, and man, I really did like this. All these Ultra Beasts had really cool little environments and stuff. They were all different too, so I definitely appraise the game. Mainly, I praise Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon for its after game. It was very, very good. Anyway, so we have a Xurkitree. Now, same thing with this. Just do enough damage for that. Xurkitree is is uncommon as well, so it's not common like Nihilego. So Pheromosa and Xurkitree, I'd say they're about the same. But anyways, I usually found Xurkitree in just a normal white wormhole with just one ring around it. I always seem to find Xurkitree in those ones if you're wondering and haven't found it yet. Okay, so going for Body Slam on there just to get some damage. I could do probably another Body Slam to that. That's going to put it in a low amount of health, and then I can throw a Beast Ball after, or I could just go for the Beast Ball now. I mean, it's already taken a bit of damage already, so we'll throw the Beast Ball at it and give it a go. Okay, so throwing the Beast Ball at the Xurkitree, and that's 1 shake, 2 shake, and we got 3 shakes. So these are really easy to catch. The hardest bit about the Ultra Beast is finding them. The white portals are probably not as common as all the other ones. I mean, there's a lot of other colors, so... But usually you will see one on at least like one run through the game or run through the portal. You'll commonly see like at least one. Okay, so there's Xurkitree. Let's see what nature we got it, and then we're going to move to some of the Pokemon Sun exclusives and some of the other ones too, like Guzzlord. Okay, so we got Guzzlord, Kartana, Celesteela, those kind of ones. All right, so let's have a look at its summary. What amazing nature did I pick up on this? So it's got Hypnosis, Discharge, Electric Terrain, and Power Whip. Relaxed nature, it's bulky. So raising defense and dropping speed. All right, that's it for Xurkitree. Let's get on to the next one. So we have Kath's game here. This is Pokemon Sun version. Now, if you don't have a Pokemon Sun version, you're going to need to be able to... you're probably going to have to, I'd say, trade someone for this one. Or most of the time, you're going to need both the versions to get this, or like already have Pokemon Sun. I definitely suggest having... If you have both of the versions, it's better, because that means you can soft reset for both. So we actually went in a wormhole then with one ring around it, if you've seen. And this one is actually going to spawn Buzzwole. So this is about the same rarity as Pheromosa, and obviously the counterpart to Pheromosa. So people on Pokemon Moon can't get this, but people on Pokemon Sun can. Okay, so everywhere on this has muscles. Like, look at the trees. They've all got muscles. Like, look at them. Oh, it's just great. Buzzwole is one of my favorite Ultra Beasts too, so I was very, I love this environment. So basically you're going to run up like this big, muscly tree, and just like keep going up to the top. And you can see Buzzwole just waiting there at the top. It's such a beast. And all the trees. I just love how all the trees have muscles. It's so cool. Okay, so run here. You want to just make sure you give it a save here as well. Okay, right, there he is. Now, Kath actually went for a challenge on this one. She wanted to catch Buzzwole a certain nature, right? And she wanted to catch it with a Pokeball. So I actually cut out a lot of the grind there because she was going for a good hour. So throwing the Pokeball at it, you can catch Ultra Beast Balls with the Pokeballs. It just takes a hell of a lot longer. It's just sort of just like an aesthetics thing if you want like the Ultra Beast and a Pokeball or whatever. It's it's just kind of a challenge. If you want the full version of this, Kath has uploaded on the channel, or will be. That's Crimson TV in my description of the video. You should definitely go check her vids out. So I think you're pretty close to getting this one. I actually just cut this one a little bit because it was, as I said, it went for like nearly a whole 60 minutes or whatever recording. Okay, looks like it's going to be... Nope, it's going to be the next one. Anyway, so I think this was meant for Trick Room, so I think she was going for maybe Brave or Adamant Nature. Now you can the Abras in a party are for Synchronized, so you can get like the nature you want. So obviously you can go for Synchronized. Now another cool thing is you can use the Rotom catching in this too. So the catching power that greatly increases catching the Pokemon. I probably wouldn't use it on the Ultra Beast unless you're going for a different ball than Beast Ball, but definitely on the legendaries and stuff. Now I will be covering all the legendaries as well, so make sure you are subscribed and checking them out if you want to know how to get them. And there we go, the Buzzwole caught with the Pokeball. So nice, very low catch rate to get that one in a Pokeball. Let's see, that's what nature and stuff she jagged on it. That's added to the Pokedex. Now once again, I stress this is on Pokemon Sun, Ultra Sun. Okay, Buzzwole looks... I love its pose in the Pokedex. All right, so well, let's check out... We don't really need a game for this. Did she check out summary? Yes, she did. Okay, so Buzzwole comes with Counter Hammer Arm. She got Adamant. Nice, that's a good one. So Counter Hammer Arm, I'd say Lunge. Those kind of moves. Right, so that's how to get Buzzwole on Pokemon Ultra Sun. Now let's get on to the next one. This one was Celesteela. Now I think this is back on my game. Yep, this is back on my game. So I actually changed over to... Here we go. Here's a double ring. That's a double ring one. So that has a rarer chance. So you can sometimes spawn things like Guzzlord. You can spawn all of them in there. It just has a better chance. Okay, oh wait, this is Guzzlord. This is Guzzlord. Okay, that was the Guzzlord one. I'm going to skip that because I was actually meant to go... We're going to put that one at the end because that's the more rare one. I was actually going to put them in order. My bad. Okay, whoops. Sorry about that. So, we have the Celesteela first. Now, Celesteela is really cool. Now, it's actually... has all these like little fields and like these weird like pointy looking things, like little mountain things. I'm not sure what they are, but you get a good look around what it is. And there's all these Celesteelas like blasting off in the background. It's really cool. Okay, just gonna give this one. I went for a save here. As always, you can save in front of it. It's probably better, so you don't have to run up the whole thing. Okay, so here we go. You can see, look at them blasting off in the background. It's so cool. I love what they did with the Ultra Beast, like their own environment in the end game. It was very, very good. Absolutely, really a great effort there. I give them big props for that. That was good. Okay, so now we have Celesteela. It's in the ground. Look at it. Now we're just going to walk up to it, I believe, and now we're going to get this little cutscene. I think it's going to blast out of the ground. Yeah, it is. It's going to blast out of the ground. Oh man, this is so cool. Okay. Oh, hang on. Oh, look at it. Now you're going to go into an encounter with it. So same as this one, same as all the others, just throw a beast ball at it, get about half its health down. Now Celesteela is a lot more bulkier than the other Pokemon, so you'll need something that hits it fairly hard. So if you got maybe Incineroar, if it's around the same level, that'll be quite good. You can I just use Flame Charge on it. It gets a defense boost too, so maybe if you're having trouble getting through it, maybe hitting with a special type move to lower its health down, then throw your beast ball at it. So once it gets below half to, as I said, half to 3/4 health gone, you'll find it incredibly easy to catch. So with the defense boost, that's going to be a 3-hit KO on there. It also has Skull Bash as well, which is going to further boost its defense. So that's going to make it even more bulky. So you're probably going to want to go for a special move, unless you got something really high leveled up like my Incineroar is. Okay, so that's well in range for the Celesteela to get caught, and now I can use my Beast Ball on that to get that one. How many Beast Balls do we have remaining? Also, you can shortcut your Beast Balls. I just forgot to do it this time. If you actually press Y, then select Beast Ball, then you can just press Y, then A afterwards to select or whatever ball you want to do. It's just a ball shortcut. I just kind of forgot to do it in this recording. So that's Celesteela caught. So that's the exclusive for Moon, which is cool. Now we have... we've got Kartana to get as well. That's the Sun exclusive. So I just wanted to show you guys all the exclusives so you know what was happening. And all of them have different little cutscenes and little different things too. It's actually really cool. All right, that's the Celesteela done. Don't need to give it a nickname. Oh, let's have a look at what... okay, it's going to... I didn't see what the summary was. So next up, we have just a single ring wormhole for this one. And now I believe this was... Okay, this was the Kartana. So we had the Kartana. Oh, wait, this is quite an interesting one because this is a little bit different to the others. You can actually see some trainers. So we have Ultra Forest. We're going to come out here. And now I think, yeah, Kath was going to go try and get this one with a Pokeball as well. It took her a very long time. If you want to see the raw video, it's very, very entertaining. Check it out on the channel too. I'm just borrowing some of the footage from her and probably going to speed this one up a little bit too. So there's a couple of trainers, not a lot of trainers, but it's a couple of trainers. And guess what, guys? They all have Kartana, like every single one of them. Now the Abra is there to just get synchronized. So I think Kath just let that one die. And we have the Primarina. This is just a Z move on the Primarina. I think that was just, yep, the Oceanic Thingo. Since it has very poor special defense, you could just like one-shot them pretty easy. And they're only level 48 too. Okay, so moving on to the next one. I think Kath saved the game there. There was two trainers with Kartana. It's pretty cool. Like, you had two of the trainers that actually had, like, Katanas there. Okay, here we go. What? This is just a Thunderous. Now, this was my... Is that my Thunderous or Castron? I don't know. I think this is my Thunderous. Anyway, so we have saving the game. Now we're going to go over to the Kartana. So once you beat those two Kartana trainers, you can go to Kartana. You get a little cutscene here that will actually show you, like, a rock. You can kind of probably guess what's going to happen here. So the Kartana is going to be looking at the rock. And slice. So it just cuts a massive boulder in half with its like paper thin blades, but man, that sliced the hell out of that. So now you're going to go into a battle with it. Same as the other ones, just get about half its health and throw the beast ball at. Now, unlike the other encounters, this one was quite long. So this one I cut out I think I cut about 50 minutes on this one, so I'm going to speed this one up because it was quite a long time. So Kath had Tokenomaru, which she found was pretty good against it, so she uses Nuzzle to paralyze it. Now, Leaf Blade's is going to go down, that's fine. The problem with the Ultra Beast is if you're going to try and get them in other balls than a Beast Ball, you're going to have something fairly bulky. So Kath borrowed my Celesteela and just started setting up Iron Defense to match the Beast Boost of the Celesteela. So Kath sets up three of those and gets a health recovery. And you can use the catching power too. So 3 Iron Defenses, so the Celesteela is really bulky now. So Leaf Blade is going to do donkeys. All of its attacks are going to do donkeys. Okay, so a C-Bomb's really not going to do too much. I'd say Heavy Slam would be a good idea here. Okay, we're going to do health recovery. Leaf Blade, again, is not doing too much. I think this, unless... Wait, this is it. I think she caught it at full health with the Pokeball, or very, very close. Okay, so almost gets it then with a Pokeball. I think it's this one. She actually got it very, very close to full health with a Pokeball and only paralyzed, so a very, very rare chance. Okay. But yeah, if you want to go like hard and go catch these with other balls than at the Beast Ball, you sure can. It makes it very, very, like a much more challenge. But if you just want to catch them with the Beast Ball, you can too. I just thought I'd let you guys know that was an option for you to actually do. Full health, there we go. Or basically close to full health, so there's the Kartana core. If you want to see the full version of that, that's on her channel too. So that's Kartana registered, and I believe this Kartana had an attacking nature too, which was quite good. It had a lonely nature, Leaf Blade X as a detect, and Air Slash. So that's it for Kartana. Now, as the last one, we said we were going to do Guzzlord because that was the rarest. If you remember that little cutscene I went into at the start from the Guzzlord, I was actually meant to plop that at the end, but I didn't. So that was the Kartana done. So Guzzlord is the rarest one, so we need to try and get a white wormhole with at least one ring around it. I actually got my Guzzlord. It had a flower in it, like a flowery ring. So this is what happens. So you've arrived, and there'll be like a little doorway here, and there'll be this guy standing in like a hazmat suit kind of thing. And just go. You can talk to him if you like. Hey, you came back to this planet? Yes. I think this was. Oh, but you're not wearing any protective gear. Could it be from a different world? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Please make yourself home. So he's going to point to this pipe thing, just telling you basically where to go. And you can go for the Guzzlord. So just click A and you'll automatically go through the pipe. Now, this is a little bit... Ultra Ruin is a little bit of a maze. It's not too hard once you know where to go, but... I didn't really know where I was going at this point in the game. So there's the Guzzlord. You can see it's like tossing trash everywhere. It's quite funny. And we're going to see if we can go get this. So... I thought this would be easy to get to, just like run straight up to it, but it's not. I gave it a save here, I think. Yeah, I gave it a save. Okay, so when you get up to this point here, you'll get to like a little wall and some like water, which is kind of annoying. So you can't really get around into that. There's nothing to go this way. You can't like surf or anything like that. It's not going to work. So I think this bit I was like kind of wondering how to get around it. So I'm like, okay, the only way I'm probably going to get around this is by maybe heading down somewhere. There is actually a set of stairs to the right, and I only noticed them afterwards, so I was a little bit blind here. I think I was quite tired playing this game too. I was actually kind of like looking at all the options. Anyways, so you want to head to, when I get finally, I probably should have edited this bit out. Anyway, so when my character finally runs to the bottom, you run up to the stairs, and then a lot of these buildings you've actually got to sneak in. So I've seen the stairs now, and I run up this bit. And this little bit, you can go in here, across the ladder. Now, there's this little break in the wall. So you want to run through here, and then you want to run up. There's a couple of little, like, Easter egg thingies you can click on there. Just, I don't know, it's just like a... It's really nothing. You can't get through that bit, so you got to, there's only one way. You got to go up. So since I started noticing the pattern of running through buildings and stuff, I kind of got the hang of it. That you're probably going to have to do that to get through the rest of this. Okay, so there's a little computer screen there. It's just nothing really. They're just, as I said, they're just little extra Easter eggs in the game. So now we got to run back, and we got to run to the side and run through this bit here, and then from here you got to run up. So it's a little bit invisible, so don't get fooled by that. I think I was just checking out what all this was. This was just a couple of posters on the wall. Nothing too amazing there. Okay, so now there's Guzzlord finally. Now, as I said, the Ultra Beast can be shiny as well. Now, if you got Guzzlord and shiny, you'd be very lucky because it's rare to find, and obviously getting that shiny chance on it too would be very, very good. Okay, so I'm just using a Hyper Potion on my Gastron. Gastron has been like so handy to me. But Guzzlord is the rarest one to get, so this is, yeah, that's basically all the Ultra Beast. I'm just watching him throw trash around. So the thing I really liked about this is they all had like a separate little thing you go into, and it was all different. Like every one of them wasn't different. It wasn't just like go into a wormhole, go into the battle. Like they all had like a separate little thing that they had. Okay, so we're going to walk up to the Guzzlord now, and he's going to be throwing his trash around, and you're going to go into like a little cutscene. Look at that tail, though, and those little pincer things. So you click on him, and the Guzzlord will turn around, and he'll look quite menacing with these little pincer things, and you'll go into a battle with him. Now, as I said, Guzzlord can be caught on Pokemon's Ultra Sun and Moon, so you don't have to have a particular version. He's the rarest Ultra Beast to find, so a lot of the time you'll be finding him on a wormhole with one ring around it, or two rings around it, or like the little like flower-looking thing in it. So, man, if you find them, you might even find a shiny one. A shiny Guzzlord would be very, very rare to find. I'm not sure. Has anyone found one yet? Let me know. So, well, let's catch this. I like the others. I'm just going to go for Body Slam, do some damage to it. Guzzlord's got a lot of health, so it's fairly tanky. It's got Thrash, which Thrash is sort of a troublesome move because it can hit itself with Confusion. So, if you're trying to go for a different ball than a Beast Ball, you might want to bring a Ghost Pokemon along or something like that. I know it could be a trouble with... being a dark type, but something like that. Anyways, so it's basically taken enough damage. I can throw a Beast Ball at it and catch it. My Gastron's been very, very handy in this. It's such a tanky Pokemon. It's got Recover. It's got Body Slam, which I used a lot to catch a lot of the legendaries already. As I said, I will put those legendaries up on my channel. Probably today or the next day or so. Okay, so that's the last Guzzlord caught. And that's the final Ultra Beast. Did you guys like this? Did this help you? I hope it did, getting all the Ultra Beasts. Just, especially with Guzzlord, you just have to be very patient finding him. Just look for those white portals with a ring around it at least. I'll be going for those ones. I mean, you can go for the normal portals, but I found Guzzlord was in the rarer portals more than the, the normal ones that just spawn Nihilego, or your second common one like Pheromosa and Buzzwole, depending on your version. That's about it, people. I have some more guides and thingies up probably a little bit later on, and peace out.